DC films have been embracing a darker, more intense style lately, with Joker and the Batman leading the way. These standalone movies have set a new tone for the DC universe, focusing on complex characters and gritty, realistic stories. Joker dives deep into the troubled mind of one of the most famous villains, while the Batman gives us a detective-style look at Gotham City's dark underbelly. These films show a side of DC that's more mature and grounded, which many fans think is the right direction for the entire franchise.
I agree. Um, but it was kind of what we were talking about before because they went a little darker.
Yeah.
And if we want things to go a little bit lighter, I'm not sure. But what I do like is that they they went into the psychology of it, especially with Joker. Like why I've always wondered why he was like that. And they always made him the darkest character and that sort of thing. And so um in the most recent portrayal that Joaquin did, I thought, holy moly, this is so fascinating. And also I felt very conflicted when I was watching it because I felt so sorry for him. Then I understood what he went through. Then I had compassion for him, but he ends up doing all these terrible things. And so I think people are addicted to that level of kind of conflict within themselves when they watch something.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why these movies are more appealing now, because you want to see, the heroes and the anti-heroes, why they are who they are. And what happened before, I think, with a lot of stuff, and that's why people didn't like it in the older movies, is that they didn't delve into the individual characters as much. They didn't do a huge storytelling. It was like, good guy says stuff, fights the bad guy. But
Yeah.
now they're like, let's really look at these characters and go into their story.
Well,
And I
that's
think
why
people
that's why I love Smallville so much because they did a great job with like Lex Luthor's story, how like started
yeah.
off with you know what I mean? I totally agree with you. Like, people can relate to villains because in life, as you know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows as Rocky Balboa would say, right? It's you go through these ups and downs, and I feel like even with Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, you do feel sorry for him. And in a weird way, you do see yourself in him a bit,
Well,
right?
everybody has their shadow self, right? And if we avoid the fact that we have that, the things that we are capable of doing, the other side of us, I think that that's a dangerous place to be. And so maybe that's why as viewers we're diving more into these things, because maybe we're also becoming a little more aware, wanting to be more comfortable with looking at that piece of ourselves with which we don't believe is there. Like we are villains too. We are villains in some people's story, the way we treated them, the way we didn't think, enough about them, or we're careless, or we're selfish, or any of those things. And I think people um maybe want to explore that more, and so then they want to see it in what they're watching too.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see the new Joker coming up with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. I think she's gonna do a fantastic job because I love Lady Gaga. I've been a fan since I was a
I
kid.
just do.
That's like that's like my generation. When I was a kid, like that was like she was the it person, like with her music
Yeah,
coming out. I wonder how her and Joaquin Phoenix like the banter is gonna be like, and just to see
I know, I'm
her
excited that too.
kind of
I think it's
yeah,
going to be very good. Very
yeah.
interesting, very gritty.
Very gritty. They say it's like kind of like a musical too. I said Todd Phillips was saying like it's gonna be something like that, but who knows?
Who
I
knows?
hope I just hope it's gonna be
If she
really good.
sings, I'll be fine. It'll be very, very new, but I
Yeah.
don't think anybody's going to complain if she's singing.